Hello and welcome back.
What's up, everybody? The suspense is killing me. We'll wait no longer.
We're here.
We're back.
Crazy.
What was that? Oh, sorry, my phone was falling.
Stop breaking things.
I'm gonna do my best. So, welcome back, everybody, to Beyond the Galaxy. We're still back. Listen, we still not done talking about the original trilogy. This is going to be part 3. Don't know if it's going to be the last. We'll see. We will definitely.
It should be. I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, we just have Return of the Jedi, almost Revenge of the Jedi. Yeah, which is what the movie was going to be called at one point, but it is Return of the Jedi. Gonna move that a little bit, just a little bit. And yeah, we took a little break last week because, as you can see, my location do look a little different.
Are you in a different space now?
I am in a different space now.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, I did move. Literally just 5 minutes down the road from where I was before.
It's fine. But it's your space now. Like it's
exactly. So
until I kidnap you.
Exactly. So
yeah, big move, big move, right?
Yeah.
Was it strange to like go through all of the things that you own and be like, okay, I didn't realize I had that.
Yeah. I especially clothes. I was like, where did I have all this?
Yeah.
Because for the year leading up to this, I was like, I'm gonna big move. Yes, Joey, big move. I'm going to go through clothes and like just start taking them in Goodwill because I just had a lot of clothes. They either didn't fit anymore or I had way too many, whatever. And I unpacked what I had left, and I was like, where did all this come from?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun to go through those and see what needs to go to Goodwill and all that. Again. Yeah, I have. There's stuff I didn't know I had in storage. Like I thought I was gonna have to buy pots and pans. There were 2 boxes in my storage unit that I didn't realize I were in there until we moved all the furniture out. Pots and pans galore. I did not have to buy a single kitchen utensil because they were already in there.
I love that for you.
Yeah, it was. One of them's a kind of a little banged up.
One you could probably deal without, but
yeah. But it's the only one I have that's big enough to boil the stuff I need for my meal prep. I've been making this high protein chicken mac and cheese.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I've been trying to perfect it with but maintaining the health benefits of it, without doing too much. Yep. So it's been interesting.
Mine this week, I made 2. I made one for my wife and one for me. I made her. She's got, it's like this classic, easy put together one that I do every time. That's Mediterranean style. Nice. And so it's just like cucumbers, tomatoes, red onion, olives, chicken, and then like over quinoa. Super simple. She's a big Mediterranean person. I am not, unfortunately. Mine, I did a sweet and sour ground turkey with broccoli over rice.
That sounds so good.
It didn't turn out the way that I wanted to, and it's the sauce. Unfortunately, it's just I know now not to get that sauce.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That's fine though.
Not too bad. Yeah. As y'all can see, the wall is a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. That's all. We're gonna get back to the glory of what it is. I like that it's changed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that that like we're coming into the new space with a new vibe. Yes. The art is still the same, but like the layout's gonna be a little different, and I love that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
That's gonna be amazing.
I'm excited.
You got a full wall to fill.
Yes. Y'all ain't gonna see half of it because of the camera angles, but looking at the wall, I'm like,
we can always, if we need to, always give a little showcase of just you. So
yeah, maybe one day, when
it's all finished and put together.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, do you want to get started with the news?
Heck yeah. Let's do it. I thought I made a banner for the news. Oh, I sure did.
Oh, there it is.
Somebody did.
There is another one. There is another one somewhere without the stars. It's in here somewhere. I think it's right. Oh no, that's not what it was.
No,
we're still fine. I'm still finding it. Found it. See?
Nice.
Crazy. And that one's at SWC Live, and that's another group that uses this. I apologize. I'm stealing your banner. But in the meantime,
SWC Live, I'm pretty. Yeah, listen, those guys are great too, so it's fine.
Yeah. In the meantime, let's get into the news. So, a couple things pretty decently big happened in the last week. Starting off, we got a preview with the trailer of The Ninth Jedi. So if you guys have never watched Star Wars Visions before, Star Wars Visions was a project that they put together, I want to say 4 years ago. They're on their 3rd season, so it's probably been longer than that. But they're all episodes done by a different Japanese animator presenter, basically. So each one tells its own different story. Well, couple of those episodes did really, really well. Ninth
Mhm.
Jedi was one of them, where it tells a story about a girl whose father built all of these lightsabers for this new and upcoming Jedi group. Well, now we're going to be able to see the continuation of that story coming this August to Disney Plus and Hulu. So if you haven't seen that trailer yet, go and check it out. The first poster is also out there right now. Is revealed this past week at Anime Expo. Um, but yeah, so very exciting.
Star Wars
Um,
at Anime Expo.
I know,
Professional.
wild. I to clarify as well. So it was, Star Wars Visions Volume 1, and then also in Star Wars Visions Volume 3. So it's gotten 2 episodes already. But now they're going to give us this full actual
Mm.
anime series. I don't
I
know if
can't
it'll
wait.
be. I don't know if it'll be longer than 1 season. I kind of hope so.
Me too.
But it does say 8 episodes, limited anime series as part of the all new Star Wars Visions Present banner, which allows filmmakers to tell a longer form of Star Wars Vision stories. So very cool. I thought
Yes.
that was very awesome to see. The poster is also very cool as well. If you haven't seen it, I recommend going to check it out.
Do it.
Next in the lineup, we got some leaks. Someone
I
did some
love a good
digging.
leak.
Someone
Love
did
a
some
good leak.
digging into Star Wars Starfighter. That someone was making Star Wars, who was previously credited making Star Wars.net, was credited for finding some leaks into the plot on a lot of Disney productions. So I don't know if they've got some sort of inside look or whatever, but they were able to find a couple different things. I don't want to give too much away because I'm not a big spoiling person,
Mhm.
but the only news I will give away without giving anything out is we have a planet name. Adaria, 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 I believe. So we have a planet name, and it does appear that there is supposedly a Jedi temple on that planet.
Ooh.
So don't know where that's leading, but we'll certainly find out. Now this next title had me a little confused at first, and I had to do a little
Uh-huh.
bit of reading because the title of the article reads: Star Wars will reportedly introduce its Han Solo replacement in 2027. I was like, excuse me. There's no replacing Harrison Ford. I know they tried. It's a great movie. Solo was a fantastic movie, but can't replace Harrison.
Replacing is such a strong word. It's
I
such an
know, but then
intense word.
I kept reading, and it's just them talking about Ryan Gosling's character in Jedi Starfighters. So
Okay.
Ryan Gosling plays a character known as Cade. That was another one of the tiny leaks that we were received. Who is tasked with taking care of our younger character Flynn Gray, which I don't think we have a name for yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he is tasked with taking the boy home, apparently. So, interesting. But that's all I've got for the news. Nothing too crazy. As well as this is just off the top of my head from a video I saw this past week. Apparently, Zero Company, Star Wars Zero Company, which is the video game following a group of ragtag mercenaries for hire that do missions. Basically, I, I can't think of the game off of the top of my head. Very styled after another video game, but there is apparently droid creation in the game. So you can fully customize a droid character as well as the main protagonist's clothing. You can customize. You can't customize the way he looks,
Yeah.
as we've seen yet, but you can change your clothing. There will be interactions with the group where you play in third party when you come back from missions and get to interact with their full group. So
I
very
will
interesting.
100% spend too much time trying to make a droid. So
No, I'm very looking forward to everything that is coming to the Star Wars world. So,
yes.
but that was the news.
Joey,
XCOM.
what?
Thank you. No, yes,
XCOM.
that's the game. That is the
Okay, I was
game
like,
that, yeah,
what?
that
Guys,
makes you
hold on.
go,
There's stuff going on at my door. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
oh
I don't
no.
know. I'll be back. Just keep up. Yeah, talk about Zero Company. I don't know. Just
Okay,
give me
I
like
can,
2 seconds.
I can do that. Let me see if I can get. Oh no, I can't get it. Just me. Oh, I tried. Um. Okay. Nope. Can't do it. So, Zero Company. I don't know. I'm more looking forward to Star Wars Racers. I'm very looking forward to that game that comes out later this year. Um, Star Wars, and I'm just gonna do this on the fly. I know a lot of people got a first-hand look at the new game. Some people got to play it for I think they said like 90 minutes of game time in total. It does look like the game will include not only a set storyline, but it will allow you to play as other characters. A lot of the gameplay that I've seen were people playing as Soboba, as well as being able to not only use pod racers, but speeders as well as speeder bikes. It is a game developed by Fuse Game, a studio that founded X Burnout and Need for Speed, which a lot of people are in in love with that gaming style. We also saw some very cool slow motion takedown clips. So it when you go to attack another, welcome back. When you go to attack another racer, if you hit them hard enough,
Race. I'm just
turns
kidding.
out turns out it'll give you a almost like a kill animation where it slows down time. Yeah, no, I am very looking forward to Star Wars Galactic Racer. Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Uh, I'm really curious on both racers look so good. Yeah, no, both games look very good. I'm
Yeah.
excited for a. I never played XCOM, but I did play a lot of Halo Wars, which I do feel is going to be a major theme styling in Zero Company. So I'm very interested to get two different game types this year, where we get this racing game as well as a third party tactician game.
Yeah.
It's very different than what we have received in previous years. You know, with Jedi, not Fallen Order. Yes, Jedi Fallen Order and Survivors, as well as
Jedi Fallen Survivor Order.
yep, that's the one. As well as like Battlefront, you know, it will be a different year for Star Wars gaming, and wild that we get two games coming out in the same year.
Right. It's gonna
Very
be
wild.
fantastic. We eating good this year. We had
We
good
are,
last year too, but
yeah, and
with the
maybe
Mandalorian movie, these games, Ninth Jedi, all that, we are eating good, and I am excited. Cannot
maybe if
wait.
we'll take some of these Mondays and show you guys some of the gameplay.
Yes.
We'll see. But that is my news. My addition to the news. So, what was
Let
at the
us know
door?
in the comments. Dude, somebody trying to deliver a package. And I was like, dude, that's not even the apartment number. I was like, please don't make me act a fool and I just moved here. Please.
We got to get you a live, like, do not bother sign that you can click on and off at your front door.
Yeah,
from now on.
because let that happen again.
Yeah,
I
no,
promise you.
not on street, not on podcast day.
Right.
Yeah, no, like Jordan was saying, let us know in the comments if there's anything that you would like to talk about, or if there's anything that you want to bring up that we missed. We can talk about it at the end of the episode.
Yes.
But I think right now we're going to take our time to dig into at least in correct me if I'm wrong, both of ours favorite Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Top 3 for sure. And it ain't number 2 and it ain't number 3.
Yes, it's number 1 for me. So let's get into episode 6.
Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Where's the I found it.
There you go. We found it.
Yes. Listen, like I said last week and the week before and the week before, I love a good movie that wraps everything up. If you're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
a franchise movie or like multiple uh movie series, I am always the one that's interested in how it all wraps up. And what a great job Return of the Jedi does at
Oh yeah.
wrapping up storylines about, where are Han and Leia going with their relationship? How is Luke dealing with um Lord Vader being his father?
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of Jedi is he going to become? And all of the good things. Are the rebels going to win? Are we going to finally get peace restored back to the galaxy and all that good stuff? And yeah, I mean, fantastic. I mean, even the opening was like, hey, remember all that bad stuff that happened at the end of Empire Strikes Back, the movie that didn't have a good ending at all, and you're all freaked out because maybe this movie won't have a good ending either.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw you right back into that.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna
Um,
throw you back into that place. Probably. I think it's a 2-year difference in between the two movies.
yeah. That seems to be the general consensus that I've always
Much
heard.
time has passed between episode 5 and 6 of Star Wars. 1 year, actually 1 year.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 1 year, and they Luke and Leia and Chewie have devised a plan to rescue their boyfriend. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
um,
Don't forget Lando.
Lando, yes. How could I?
All
The
of their
original-
collective's boyfriend.
Right, the original boyfriend, the original man. Lando Calrissian. All three of them. Fourth, Count Chewie. Of course, you're gonna count Chewie.
Yeah.
They've devised a plan to rescue Han Solo from the clutches, the carbonated clutches of Jabba the Hutt. And up until then, the last time we saw Jabba was in A New Hope. Jabba the Hutt never showed up in
Correct.
Empire Strikes Back. We saw Boba Fett. We didn't really, and now that I think about it, and correct me if I'm wrong, because maybe I'm not remembering right, but we didn't spend a whole lot of time on Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back. And,
No, you and I haven't. No, we didn't really
Yeah.
get into talking about Boba Fett during our last 2 episodes. So
okay, yeah,
we can.
we
I could
sure
talk about
can.
Boba. I could talk about Boba for a while.
Right. I mean, we can talk about him in relation to. Listen, Boba Fett could be his own episode, just based off of like
Ooh, we should do a ranking of Mandalorians.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I'm so down.
Okay.
But yeah, so again, the movie opens up. R2 is 3PO. We're back on Tatooine, right? So we're starting the movie. We're starting the last movie of the series where we started it, right?
Yeah.
Essentially. We're on Tatooine. 3PO and R2 are
Back in the sand.
trying to find a
where
way
they belong.
Yep, back in the sand where they belong. That's crazy. But I mean, hey.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Yeah, but we're back in the planet of the Twin Suns, and they're trying to get into Jabba's palace. They are offering their droid services, unbeknownst to C-3PO. They're offering their services to Jabba the Hutt as a gift from Luke Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
And R2 plays the message. He's like, greetings, exalted one. I remember one of the times I watched this movie, one of my friends was laughing so hard when Luke said that. I was like, I promise you, it's not that funny. I promise you.
It's
At
a
the
little,
time,
the verbiage that he uses is a little funny, but it's I don't know if it's the funniest thing in the world. I think
you would have thought Steve Harvey himself told the joke.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The way my friend was laughing, I was like,
I mean, it's comical the way that they do it. Greetings, exalted one.
Yeah,
I bestow upon you these 2 droids.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
3PO's like,
excuse
what?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, I'm sorry, but
but they get put to work, and
yeah,
fast, which is
yep,
crazy.
they don't
Uh,
waste
they,
no
but it
time.
wastes no time because I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing that. That's my favorite ornament over there. And points to Han Solo, and he's all up in
Yeah,
carbonite.
yep,
Uh, literally, it's like it's my favorite wall decoration. Why would I give you like it'd be like, no, I love this too much. You
right.
can't take it. That's mine.
Yep. And so it's been a while since, well, Lando's already there undercover.
Correct.
And, we're spending the first few minutes of this movie putting all the pieces in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Lando's been undercover for a few months. The droids come. Uh, Luke shows up and he's like,
Well, no. Here's my favorite. My favorite part is this.
mhm,
Is that let's break it down because it's 3PO and R2 show up.
yeah,
Okay, and they fail. All right, cool.
yeah.
Leia and Chewbacca and
That's right. Yeah,
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 Lando has been here
yeah.
trying to
Lando's
figure out
been there.
doing reconnaissance and trying to figure out how to get Han out.
Yeah,
Hasn't been able to. So Luke sends the droids. Droids can't get him out. Then they send Leia and Chewbacca. That fails. Then Luke comes himself, and it
yep,
still fails.
yep. They're like, all right, you know what? Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, Leia ends up being put in her most iconic outfit ever
Yes.
because obviously there's no bras in space except for
Right.
a bikini. Uh,
They
Luke-
now they
No,
call
go
it Hut Slayer outfit. They don't call it Slave
Correct.
Layer anymore. They call it
no,
Hut Slayer
Hut
outfit.
Slayer. They gave it some dignity.
Yes.
They put some
Yeah.
respect on its name.
Yes.
Luke shows up and is like, "Look, I'm gonna kill you if you don't give me Han back."
You need to relax, dude.
Yeah.
Give me our boyfriend back.
Yeah, and then we get the Rancor pits. Then we get the Rancor pit
Yes.
scene.
Yeah.
One of the more terrifying scenes throughout Star Wars.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
in the original trilogy, when you really look at it, Vader is devious, but I don't think anything from him was ever like absolutely terrifying in the first three as a kid. Besides like maybe some jump scares in 5. This sand or not the sand, the space worm wasn't terrifying. I'm trying to think of like creatures that were terrifying, and there really wasn't anything up to this point before the Rancor.
I mean, the Yeti, the Yeti on Hoth, he's kind of
I thank you for correction. Yeah, the Wampa. Thank you for
that was his
reminding
name.
me.
Yeah.
That was that. Yeah, no, that was pretty terrifying.
Yeah, that
way
was
to open up
pretty
episode
intense.
5. Especially
But this
within like
up the
minutes
ante
of
with
episode
the
5.
Rancor for sure.
Yeah. Especially, we get the Gamorrean that falls down with Luke, and the Rancor just picks it up and bites its head off like it's nothing. And then if your friend was laughing at the Steve Harvey at Exalted One, I can't imagine he wasn't just busting up laughing when the guy came down after the Rancor died, just absolutely crying. Because I feel bad, but I chuckle.
Yeah,
it's just the way that he does it is so over the top. Just
it's like, hey, yeah,
and full blubbling, no shirt on, just kind of like a do-rag over his head, and his buddy comes in and consoles him. And I get it; he's definitely the Rancor tamer, and he like raised that from nothing. But there's something about it that is just so hilarious.
This movie is like the first 10 minutes of this movie are simply wild. Yeah. Because after we get the Rancor, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say after we get the Rancor, Jabba's pissed. He's like, "Oh no, everybody on the yachts now."
Yeah.
And now which wild flex, by the way. I'm mad. I don't want to be in my palace anymore. Everybody get on the yachts. We're about to go throw them in a pit. I forgot what the yachts are called. They're not called yachts, but
I mean, I know Jabba's sand yacht,
something like that. But also,
sand
now that I
barge.
think about that, Jabba is true. As far as the huts go, Jabba was truly the weakest link because you can't even go outside. You know, we saw in the Clone Wars, the huts was doing what they needed to do, right? They was conspiring against each other. They were, the Uncle Zero was capturing Rada. Rada was
I'm not gonna
jacked
lie.
that he was fighting people. What, Jabba? What are you doing? Instead of sitting on your ass.
The only two huts that we ever see outside though are Rada and Zero
And his uncle. Yeah.
I mean all of the other ones stay inside for the most part. Like look at the twins. I forgot about the twins. Twins come outside, but then they're not moving. They're on their
right.
Whatever it's called.
But then in the movie, they were like, we about to find nephew. So yeah.
They were back to being inside.
Yeah. And then, the huts, if I was in the Star Wars universe, I'd have been like, I cannot believe y'all let these slimy people, I can't say on YouTube, cuss word, mother.
You already said ass.
I did.
He was referring to a donkey. He was referring to a donkey.
Come on, you know this.
Don't you know? Gosh.
Yeah, but so a 3PO as the interpreter is like,
yeah.
If you would have plead for your life, do it now. And Han Solo's like, 3PO, you tell that difference.
You tell that slimy piece of.
And I just love Harrison Ford as Han Solo. Like you said earlier, no one could have done that.
You tell that slimy piece of worm-ridden filth they'll get no such pleasure from us.
Yes. Poor
right,
3PO. Chewie? Right, Chewie? Yeah. Poor 3PO. Speaking of 3PO, I don't know who plays Fortnite in Droid Tycoon, but there is going to be a C3PO event this weekend. I'm not sure what the event is going to be, but yeah, I was scrolling through right before we went on, and I guess in my head I was like, okay, Droid Tycoon, okay, great.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anyone who is any type of Star Wars fan. Who is also a gaming nerd is playing Fortnite Droid Tycoon right now. I don't care that it's Fortnite.
Right.
I get to play Star Wars. Okay.
Right.
It's great. I love it.
Yep. They also have Star Wars Blitz and Blitz Star Wars theme and Blitz Royale.
Yeah.
They have lightsabers and blasters and stuff. So that's pretty cool too.
They finally brought some of the Star Wars stuff back. So that
and it's still there. And I think that's pretty awesome.
I hope it never leaves.
Same.
But back to episode 6.
To Tatooine.
Because before we get to this point, we get our lovely interaction with Han and Luke where, stick with me. I know this planet. I was born here. You're going to die here. Just like this casual, just Han Solo being Han Solo. And then it goes into you tell that slimy. He's not putting up with it. He came out of Carbonite and was like, I'm done. Truly, I'm done.
Yeah. He's all like, absolutely not. Y'all could have kept me in Carbonite for this.
Yeah, I'm either going to die or I'm going to get out. I don't know which is going to happen, but whatever.
Because...
And then we get one of the most iconically made fun of scenes in all of Star Wars where, Luke tells him, this is your last chance. And then Jabba says, throw them in. And Luke gives the little salute to R2. R2 opens the top, and then he just we do a bunch of nods.
Yeah.
and it's done everywhere. I mean the Family Guy episode, the Robot Chicken episode. There's still memes about it today where everyone's just like,
We need to actually do an episode about parodies.
Oh yeah, we should.
That's two ideas right there: the Ranking Mandalorians and Star Wars parodies and references in other media. I think that would be
it would.
Those
be
two would
very
be fantastic episodes.
fun. Because just that tuba line, it's just a single tuba.
Yeah.
Going, "Huh,
Burn.
huh, huh, huh," and everyone's nodding back to each other.
Right.
And then we get that the classic, and
Yes.
then he jumps down, does a little pull, pulls the lights, and that's the first time we see the green.
I
We
mean, how
see
does
the
that not just hype? How does
green!
that not hype anybody up every single
Ah!
time? How does that not hype you
And, you know,
up?
because
Like,
we've seen Luke with a blue lightsaber, and we know why. The blue
yeah,
wouldn't have done as well against the sand, so they chose green. But we've seen him with the blue lightsaber this entire time. And this is the first time he's constructed his own lightsaber, and he pulls it down and he ignites it, and it's that green. Ah, gosh, it's so good. And don't get me wrong, blue is my favorite lightsaber color. Actually, orange is really my favorite, but the green is just so good coming from Luke
green.
because it proves that he's done the work. He's done the
Yes.
research, and for everything that
Yes.
we know about like the lightsaber cover of green and the people who wield it, it's people who are in tune with the Force. It's just so good.
Yes.
He just starts going to town.
And I just, it's beautiful every single time.
Well, it's
That's
hilarious 'cause
actually
it's still unrefined. Like the way he's going
Yes.
about it, very still. Whoa, like
Yeah.
back and forth, but it's
That's
still
because there's no one left to teach him. I mean, I guess Ahsoka at that point could have taught him, but I mean,
Right.
Lucas wasn't thinking about all that. He didn't know who Ahsoka
Yeah.
was. And then, I mean, Hu Yang just builds lightsabers. He can't train nobody.
Well,
Well, you know Hu Yang.
it's still at this point that they still have no idea who each other are.
Mhm. Yeah, because I suppose that's after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
How do we feel about the theory that the Green Crystal in Episode 6, Luke's lightsaber, belonged to Qui-Gon Jinn? I've actually never heard that before.
I
ever.
have never heard that either. I think that would
That's an interesting theory.
it would be a very, very deep pull. The issue is we'd have to come all the way from Episode 1 to Episode 6. It's been over.
It's been over 30 years at that point.
Yeah, it's been 20 years plus. Let's just go with that minimal because it's 19 years in between 3 and 4, and then it's I think it's like 6 years in total. No, 10 years in total. Yeah, let's say 30 plus years in between Episode 1 and Episode 6. That would be I don't know. What are your thoughts, Jordan? And then I'll.
I like the theory. I don't dislike the theory. That is not. But like you, I'm like, how do you get there? You know, like how do we make this theory work? Laura, if you want to explain it, because like you know, neither one of us have heard it. I think that's where I'll be like, okay, that's where you'll convince me because I haven't heard that theory before. So yeah, if we can listen, I'm all for if you can make an idea work, bet. If they can make an idea work, bet. Whether it's a theorist or the writers themselves who took the theory and said, yeah, we're gonna do that. Anything. So
are you blurry?
Am I blurry?
I believe you're blurry.
Hello.
So I am looking. You're still blurry.
My finger's not blurry.
No, your finger's not blurry at all. But
so what if I just did the rest of the episode right here?
That would be
very short. Oh, he's gonna drop some knowledge. I mean,
yeah. So I did.
You want to come in and talk? Yeah. You're more than I can send you the link to the thing.
I did look at it. I did look it up. We do have an actual canon answer, but there is an expanded universe Legends answer that does go into that. Oh, there you go. Now welcome back. And now you're frozen. Oh no, you're back.
I can't. Not again.
No, we can't do that again. But I could get you back in this time.
That's true.
We're ready for it.
Yes. We are prepared.
Is he about to drop it?
I wrote 2 messages up. Oh, I can't wait. We're taking a theory break, guys. We're gonna read this theory. We're gonna get into this.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. All right. Here we go.
but while he types it up, okay. So the theory is Luke found Obi's belongings, including his blueprints, and Qui-Gon's saber. So Luke's hilt is built after Obi-Wan's hilt, and it uses Qui-Gon's crystal. Okay.
It's a decent theory. I don't think Obi-Wan would have kept Qui-Gon's lightsaber. And here's my thought behind that. When a Jedi is slain, the lightsaber is normally destroyed along with the Jedi. Now, we did see something different from Qui-Gon's funeral that we don't see from most normal Jedi funerals. Now, we saw it with Vader's. Vader got a Jedi pyre. Qui-Gon got a Jedi pyre. Normally, they do incinerate them, but they do it in a fashion that there is literally nothing left. So, I
that
don't
raises
know.
a question that I will ask after this.
Okay. So I did look it up, and in current canon, which is probably in a comic book somewhere, Luke Skywalker receives a blank kyber crystal from a kyber expert named Dr. Kuta, Cuata, on the planet Christophus. Yeah, that's why I said it's different. Like Qui-Gon's was different. It definitely probably would have. But after meditating and receiving a vision of Yoda, the previous clear crystal turns green, which he then uses to construct his iconic green lightsaber. That is the current canon.
Excuse me.
But in expanded universe and legends, that is the theory, is that the crystal originally belonged to Qui-Gon Jinn. Now, who's to say that Obi-Wan didn't hold on to the crystal?
Yeah,
Qui-Gon Jinn.
This is true.
No one's to say that he didn't. I don't know. That's what we're here for. We're always here learning, and I'm learning because I never heard that theory before.
Right? Same. So, did I? Oh, there it is. It's like, what's happening? Yeah, that's interesting. It's almost like Lars should come be on the show one week.
Oh, he said. Weird. That's crazy.
Interesting. Joey too. It's almost like the 4 of us should do an episode or something together. I don't know.
Hey, there we go.
I would love to join.
It does look like it's from a comic.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Where he does have a vision, and he's taken back to Dagobah, back to Luke, or back to Yoda, and he meditates upon it, and then it turns green, and he says, "Wow, it's green." Is all he says. But that is very interesting about the Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
And it is called Star Wars: The Broken Saber of Skywalker. So in actual comic book canon, one of my favorite comic books, and it had to have been right before this. Luke actually finds a Temple Guard lightsaber. So he's actually running around with a yellow Temple Guard lightsaber for a while, which is fun. He goes back to young Luke. Young Luke always had a way with words. Yeah, he did.
But I was gonna go to Town States to pick up the power converters.
You're right.
me every Monday at work.
So yeah, Luke is actually
yes, Joey. You yes,
we're talking about you. He's running around with a Temple Guard lightsaber before he gets his green lightsaber, which I think is really fun.
Yes,
but iconic green lightsaber, sand barge, Boba Fett, and Han Solo whacks the back of him, sends him in the Sarlacc pit.
Yes.
In all of this commotion, and then we end
And
up.
Boba Fett was never heard from again ever.
Oh, ever until
Oh wait,
until a faithful episode of Parks and Recreation came out and explained the exact premise of the beginning of the Book of Boba.
I don't know a lot about Parks and Rec, but my favorite line isn't even Star Wars related. It's, "I can't believe we're at Hogwarts. That's Buckingham Palace. That's a royal place. I need you to know. It is important to me that you know that is a royal."
Yeah, from Chris Pratt and
yes.
Oh God, I'm forgetting the actor's name.
Oh, I forgot too.
Wow. Don't let him ever see this. Don't let. Yeah, his name in the show is Ben.
Okay.
The actor, I can't. I'm losing.
It's okay. I have a permit. This says I can do what I want. Exactly.
Exactly. I know more than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't let him ever see this. The actor, because he is a huge Star Wars fan, and I would feel terrible.
But Mark Hamill surprised him on Jimmy Kimmel.
Correct, and that's why I would feel terrible if this got back to him. As big of a Star Wars fan as he is, and we're on a Star Wars podcast, and we can't remember his name.
Right.
But in other news, Leia kills Jabba,
slays the hut, as they say,
and then they all get out of there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yep. But then they do the thing.
My vision's coming back.
They do the thing that we tell them not to do. Or you say all the time, Paul. Yeah, I was about to say, what is the one thing?
Don't split the party.
Don't split the party. And what do they do? The second they're all back together.
The party.
Adam Scott. That's okay. We knew that.
Thank you.
We said it. We said it.
Thank you.
We said it. Adam Scott.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't need a reminder.
Yeah, no. So they split the party. Han, Leia, Lando, Chewie, R2. No, not R2. C-3PO all go back to the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah.
Luke and R2 go back to Dagobah. And it's to say one last final goodbye to that little green dude right there.
Do you know what? And okay, so because we already knew who Obi-Wan was, that death obviously hit harder for us versus someone who sat and watched Star Wars for the first time in the 70s. To me, Yoda felt the same way because we watched him in 1, 2, and 3, and then he freaking dies in episode 6, and you're like, no, I know he's old, but like, you gotta live forever because we love you, Yoda.
Yeah, I think Yoda's is a little less traumatic for me, only because of the events leading up to his death. Like, boy takes 20 minutes to die.
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah. It's like, hey, man.
Don't give in to hate. Don't let it consume you. Luke. What?
And you're just like,
there is another. Luke.
But you know what? I agree with you, but also that's what Luke gets for asking 50 billion questions. You know who doesn't ask 50 billion questions? People who listen to their master a year ago and doesn't go off to another cloud city and save his friends where he was told not to. Now you come back, you got 8 billion questions? No.
I just have a problem with the way that he goes out. It's just and then
there is another skywalker.
Listen, big ups, big shout out to Frank Oz. I ain't even gonna sit here and.
I got a signature up there.
Let's go.
I do, yeah. No, a gift of my father-in-law. He found these. It's actually a very cool photo. I would take it down, but it's a pain in the butt to get it back up. Right. But yeah, I've got a signature. It's very cool. But yeah, and then we get one of the coldest, most. Let me see. I got to pull up the exact quote. From Obi-Wan.
Don't split the party. I was like,
don't split the party.
Yep, don't split the party. Something we did quite often in our last campaign, if I remember correctly.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Uh, let me. I'm pulling up the exact quote from the screenwrite. Um, Here it is. You're going to find that many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our point of view. So entirely, it's like, when Luke's like, why didn't you tell me he was my father? You told me this story about how you knew my father, and then he was killed by this guy named Darth Vader. You could have told me that they were the same person. He's like,
Listen,
from
I
a
love a
matter of
gaslight girl
perspective, I
boss.
told you the truth.
I love a gaslight girl boss. I don't care.
He was consumed by this guy named Darth Vader. I just didn't tell you they were the same person. Oh, sorry.
Me explaining Miley Cyrus and Miley Stewart and Hannah Montana.
Exactly. Like, yeah, no, the most gaslit conversation.
Right.
Yeah, it's so in like the pause, like where he's like, what is it? So what I told you about your father is true from a certain point of view.
I love a gaslight girl boss.
Yeah, hilarious.
I used to use a very similar excuse in college if I didn't want to hang out with someone, but I was obviously hanging out with other people inebriated. I'd be like, "Oh, I fell asleep." You said you fell asleep. Yeah, sober me fell asleep. That was Jordan.
That was the truth from a certain.
That
point
was
of
the
view.
truth from a certain point of view. I did fall asleep eventually.
Yeah, I don't know what you want from me. I'm telling you the truth here. God.
Like,
yeah, no.
Anyways.
Hilarious. I mean, like, he has this whole conversation with him, and then he realized that Leia is his sister, and then we get flashbacks to episode 4 when he gets kissed on the lips, and everyone's like,
You're like,
Alderaan is the West Virginia of space. And then he decides that, okay, with all of this knowledge, I got to go back. Everyone, they have to know. We have to go back. So he goes back. Sits down with the council, and they're going over who's going to do this crazy mission to take out Death Star 2, because many Bothans died to get us this information.
Yes.
Rest in peace. Can we get a moment of silence for the Bothans? All right, moving on. And then we get Lando, who volunteers to do this mission, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, yeah, we got to take out the force shield, the shield generator that's on the planet below. It's orbiting the moon of Endor, and or just Endor, I think. And everyone's like, who's stupid enough to do that? And I was like, I'm still putting my team together,
right?
But me. And then everyone out of the blue is like, I'll do it.
That is,
and then Luke shows up out of nowhere, and Leia's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "Ask me some other time. I can't look at you with a straight face right now. You kissed me a year ago.
Yeah,
something ain't right here."
Right, like let's.
Yeah,
and I liked it because don't forget he did the little. Like, oh, that for me made it like worse because the kiss was already bad in itself. His reaction, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, and like going back on it now, being like, geez, are you kidding me?
Right.
Yeah. Like, and then later in the movie, her be like, I always knew. I always knew you were my brother.
I forgot she said that. I don't know why I forgot she said that.
Yeah, that's we'll come back.
You're right, because she
we'll not come back to it. Let's do a full fast forward.
I got so flabbergasted I accidentally muted my mic.
No, you're good. Yeah, let's do a full fast forward. We're on Endor. All right.
Yes.
Leia was captured. Leia got lost, but now she's found by little bear people. And Luke and Leia are talking, and Luke's like, my father has it. I have it. My sister has it. And she's like, me?
Yeah.
How did you know? I always knew. You knew when you kissed me? What do you mean? What do you mean you knew that I was your brother? And you always knew I was your brother. It's only been a year. You can't say I've always known. Like,
right.
You'd be sitting here saying you've always known, and we've only known each other for like 4 years. Always is all of those 4 years. I'm sorry.
Shaking my
Insane.
head.
But let's jump back. They get this mission to go to Endor and blow up the shield generator that's on the surface. Turns out we get an old friend that we've not talked about on the pod, but everyone knows him as our favorite fighting clone, Rex.
Captain
Crazy
Rex.
callback to Clone Wars. But yeah, we get this individual with a beard, white beard, and he's got blue arm greaves, I believe they're called, that no one else has. And who could that possibly be? And I think one of my favorite scenes is when they're actually blowing up the shield generator, and they go inside, and I'm like, Rex got in that stormtrooper armor. You absolutely know that he was the one outside guarding it. Because then when they're walking back out of the shield generator and they're all captured, he's there, helmets off. I'm like, I called it. I told you. Literally, this last time I watched it, I was like, that had to have been him. I just got done watching Rebels. I know it's him.
Yep. You can't tell me it's not.
Right. So yeah, no, and it's confirmed it was Rex. Like Lucasfilms came out and said, "Hey, this is Rex.
Rex. If you want to,
you're welcome. He survived." Which is great. I love it. I absolutely love it. But we spend all of this time on Endor, which, God, gorgeous planet, filmed in the Redwoods. I might have the opportunity to go see him this year. Possibly, we'll see. But
that'd be real cool.
It would be very cool. I mean, one of my big ticket items is going everywhere that Star Wars was filmed, and I've got Lake Como checked off. Redwoods would be another easy one. So I would absolutely love to go, but we'll see if it's in the cards. Right. But yeah, we get introduced to these little bear people.
The Ewoks.
BT Dubs. When we were talking about how, I think we talked about it, Qui-Gon is not, his name is not mentioned for an hour and 25 minutes into the movie. I don't know if we ever talked about it, but that's a fact. That's a thing that happened.
We talked about it. We didn't talk about it here, but we've definitely discussed
you and I have talked about it
in length.
Yeah.
I was like, that's actually pretty wild.
The Ewoks are never named.
Really?
Entire movie, Ewoks never named. Not once.
Oh.
Not ever.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, they were just given a name later on after the movie was done. Which it didn't even come till the movie Ewoks.
Because then some of them have individual names too, like Wicket.
Oh yeah, Wicket has a name, but they're all given in the movie Ewok. So there is a movie. It's called Ewoks. Let's see, when did it come out? 1985. It's called Ewoks Battle for Endor. It's a wild movie. But yeah, they're all the ones that are given names in that movie. Yeah. Not in episode 6.
That is so crazy.
Let's see, episode 6 came out in, because I'm blanking, 83. So 2 years later, Ewoks came out in 85, and we're actually finally given a name. So it took 2 years, and now they probably were, but in canon, it took 2 years for them to get a name. I swear again.
We are on a roll tonight.
2 years? Are you kidding me? Like, Qui-Gon's was one thing, and I just found out about this. This is fresh. This is like a week fresh. Qui-Gon was one thing because I found out that on my own. An hour and 25 minutes into the movie is one thing. Not talked at all. Not given a name for an entire 2.5 hour movie.
Diabolical.
Insane. And to give us characters so renowned like Wicket, like the new Lego set just came out of him. Yeah. It's about this big. voiced and acted by Warwick Davis, one of the most renowned
Love him.
actors of our generation,
Yes.
of our time. Um, literally, no name at all, not at all. Crazy.
Listen, I guess when you have a epic saga to conclude, you're like, I got time.
No,
Yeah, and so, but I know. I guess they beat him before they split the party again because
no, they don't. I don't meet the Ewoks.
they get trapped, right? And
Yeah,
then they
what
get
happens?
cut down.
Well, no, what happens is they the speeder bikes scene is what we receive. They run into the situation where these two bikers no, they find. I'm confusing them. I'm putting two scenes together. I'm putting the scenes where the speeder bikes run away and the scene where the Ewok gets on the speeder bike and steals the speeder bike, confusing them so they get into the shield generator. I'm confusing that scene with the original scene where they run into. Are those two? No, because we don't see the Ewoks. Yes, I'm confusing that with the scene where Han steps on the twig, because that's what happened. They're hiding behind a tree, and Han goes up, and there's just one guy there, and he's gonna just knock him out, and he fails, and so the other guys get on the speeder bikes, and Luke and Leia go after him, and the whole scene that happens, Luke pulls his lightsaber out, slashes at the one bike, Leia jumps onto the other one. They get separated. Leia's speeder ends up crashing, but she's fine. But she's separated from Luke. Luke comes back, meets everybody else, and is like, "I thought she was with you." Like, well, we gotta go find her. And
that's when they spring the trap.
Yes, that's when Chewie finds the treat in the trees, which brings us back to the Ewoks. But Leia is already found by Wicket, and Wicket's taking her to their base. So yeah,
and they're like, and now 3PO's a god. It's like, all right,
go guy, go guy.
And Han Solo's like, tell them to let us go.
It's against my programming to imitate a god. Oh, is it? I love that. One of my episode 6 is so good because he's just Han is just so fed up with everything, and it's so funny because he's fed up with Jabba in the beginning. He's fed up with 3PO here. He gets fed up with Leia at the end. He's like, you know what? You love him. That's fine. Go and love Luke. I'm done. I can't compete with this anymore. And she's like, no, he's my brother. And he's like, what the hell?
He's like, what?
Excuse me? But yeah, no, Han is just so fed up with everything, and it's so funny. It's just hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like, how about you use your divine powers to get us out of this? Well, sir, it's against my programming to imitate a god. Oh, is it now?
I'm sorry. Who made it against 3PO's programming to imitate a false god? Because surely it wasn't Anakin War Crime Skywalker.
No, and who made it illegal for him to speak the Sith language? Because clearly it wasn't Anakin War Crime Skywalker.
No, somebody tampered with my boy, and I don't like it. Yeah. Which I know he spent. This is more of an explanation after the fact, but he did spend a lot of time with like Leia in the New Republic. So like, it could have been a thing where
he spent a lot of time getting his memory wiped. So
the New Republic said it. So they probably were like, Sith, absolutely not. So, which I don't know why they keep letting him be like in Senate settings. Like I know he's a protocol droid, but like all the stuff this droid's been through, Luke, wouldn't you want to take him with you?
Well, no. I wouldn't want that with me if I'm out in the field. You know, like multiple times does Han cover his mouth and
True, he
shuts him
does
up
talk a
or shuts him
lot,
down.
but like,
He's chatty Cathy. We're not talking about like HK-47. We're not talking IG-88. We're not talking K2SO. We're not talking R2D2. We're not talking Chopper. We're not talking. I'm trying to think of it like every other droid that is more capable in a field situation than C-3PO, and it might be every droid in Star Wars
yeah,
history.
I mean, sure, but like, I mean, just like, not even like to go on missions, but like just to like watch over him because like, what is he doing in the
No.
Senate building again?
Mm-mm.
Protocoling? Okay, great.
Yeah, but Luke's not in the
Now
Senate
he's
building.
forbidden.
That's the
Now
issue. I
he's
mean, like he needs a handler, yes, but it's not Luke. I wouldn't be like Luke, handle him. Like he's
I guess, but now he can't read
he
his
needs someone to
language
hold.
because y'all,
Yeah.
because the senators in charge of him were too scared.
Yeah, well.
So,
where were we at? Oh, we're at Wicket. We're back to Leia knowing that he was always his brother. But we also get like the fun scene with 3PO. Like while we're on 3PO, the not the levitating, because the levitating is hilarious when Luke is like,
yeah,
if you don't tell them, if you don't release us, you'll use your divine powers to smite them. And he's like, sir, it's against my program again. And he's like, just do it. And he's like, well, okay. And then he starts levitating, and they all start freaking out, and they release them. And then R2 starts shocking the one Ewok down the hallway. And then we get the storytelling scene where 3PO is explaining everything that has happened to them with all the
so
noises
far,
and and Millennial Falcon. Ooh.
It's like, all right.
Data. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, no. Hilarious.
Loved it.
And then we get I've always known.
Somehow, I've
Still
always
insane.
known.
Still insane. And then for her to for basically like gaslight Han, when he comes out, is like, what's going on? Are you okay? What's wrong? He's like, I don't know. Hold me.
Hold me.
Like,
Ah!
excuse me. Tell the man what's going on.
Right.
Is it about
That's
Luke?
just
Could you tell Luke?
crazy.
Because she
Could you
at one
tell?
point she literally makes just a single noise, and he's like, And he walks away himself. He's like ready to get out of there. He's like, I'm sorry. Hold me. No, you're not telling me everything.
No, unfortunately, I would have been like, okay.
Yeah, right. Oh well.
I'll do whatever you say, Carrie Fisher.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. And then we get to Luke turning himself over to Vader, right? For the first time. This is the first time in a year since he's seen Vader and taking on Vader that they've seen each other, and they are both very different now.
Yeah.
Luke is much more in tune with the Force and with his teachings, and I see you've constructed a new lightsaber. Kind of energy from Vader, and Luke knows a lot more about his father at this point.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I know you to be a man named Anakin Skywalker, who was once my father. So all of these interactions and situations that he's been in have led up to this interaction between him and his dad. That they're Luke knows he can turn him, but this isn't the moment, and it doesn't work the way that he wants it to.
Right.
So
it
is fun.
Saying, it's too late for me. It's too late for me.
Yeah.
And at one point during the movie, I was like, you know what? It is too late.
You done too much. You done too much. It's sad though. I mean, like he's truly. It's weird because like Vader is upset or terrified or scared, and that's why he won't do it. He's saying it's too late because of all of the terrible things that he's done. He's not saying it's too late because he knows he can't do it. All right, it's one of those scenarios where he just, I don't know. There's something really upsettingly sad about Vader saying it's too late for me, my son.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he kind of repeats something more along those lines, like throughout his life as Darth Vader, right? Because and he's not even like, because in the Kenobi series, he was like, "You didn't kill Anakin, I did.
Yeah,
this isn't your fault. This is who I am now, and I can't help it." And then a couple years later, he reunites with Ahsoka, says somewhat the same thing, like he was weak, I destroyed him. This is it. Sorry. And then he's kind of saying it to his own son now, and a lot of, like, 99% of the time he's trying to convince himself.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that is truly a lot of what it is he's trying to convince himself that he can do it.
Yeah.
Right. It's not that he can't. It's more of a, am I worthy of it? Can I truly go back to being what I was? So
yeah.
But he turns him over to the Sidious anyways, Palpy, in the Death Star 2.
Palpatine.
Yeah.
This is our first time seeing Palpatine too, isn't it?
I mean, in person, yes. Not this.
Yeah, that's what I meant. In person, yeah.
But yeah, at the beginning of the movie when he shows up, where Vader's talking with the Imperial, who's they're way behind schedule. He's like, "I need more time." Well, you can tell the Emperor himself.
He's coming here.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to remember the next line. I wanted to do it so bad, but I don't remember it. But yeah, so, and then when the Emperor shows up, which is hilarious because Vader shows up and there's like a single line of troopers. Emperor shows up, thousands of troopers.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but yes, episode 6 is the first time we see Palpatine for the first time, physically in form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is wild. It's the same guy.
Right.
Still the same guy.
That it's crazy. And then you kind of get this, like, it's supposed to be the final confrontation, right? But it's also like 3 different characters trying to do 3 different things almost.
Yeah.
Vader's trying to get his son to join him so he feels better about the choices he's made, right? But also Palpatine's trying to kind of do the same thing, like, come join the dark side. Yeah. But also Vader, like, kill him so I can make sure that you're still on the dark side if you don't join us. And then Luke's like, no, like, join us, Father. Come back to the light. I know they're still getting you, all that kind of stuff. So it's just this, this force / mental tug of war, moral tug of war of morals. Before the fight even starts, like, they hadn't even started fighting yet, and Palpatine's like, look, you can do one of 2 things. You can join us, you can kill your dad and join us, or you can join us yourself. You don't have to kill him, or you can kill me, and y'all can take over.
Your what is it? Your faith in your superpower is your weakness, and your faith in your friends is yours.
Yes.
And then Vader just looks at him and is like, it is pointless, my son. Like, don't even. That guy's too far gone. That one you're talking to,
yeah,
ain't gonna fly.
Can't help
me.
Him.
Maybe him.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, let's not even go there with that one. Yeah.
The way that he snaps back at him, though, is so funny. Like, Palpatine is like, the trust in your friends is yours. Like, the way he does it. Yeah. It's so, I mean, Palpy is a fun character to begin with. I mean, like, you've got the worst guy in the galaxy, and he's literally having a little tiff with this boy who's causing him all of these troubles.
Oh, so great. And then, what the build up leading up to the fight is so good. Sorry, I'm it's way off the camera. But they're like, he's like tempting him, like, you want to do something about me, you do, and
Oh,
he's like, you
I
want to reach
can
for your
feel
weapon and
it.
strike me down.
Your anger,
Yes.
your weakness. Take your weapon, strike me down. And you, how is it? Strike me down and something.
Something I don't know.
But just the way he does it. Oh, I feel
Yes.
your anger, your hatred. And he's just like tapping the lightsaber. Almost seductively. Like he's just like,
Yeah.
you want this, don't you?
Listen.
Kill me. Come on. I'm so bad. Just kill me. Please kill me. He's begging. He truly is begging for it.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I was going to say. Do you think so? At sometimes I think Palpatine is just playing just for the sake of playing. He's like, "Kill me," because he's saying because he knows whoever he's talking to is not going to do it. Or and then sometimes he's like, "Actually, no, like kill me so you can be the Sith, so I can become more powerful through you."
I
I
don't
think it's a
know.
healthy mix of both because, like with Ray in Rise of Skywalker, that man wanted him. That man wanted his granddaughter to to smite him down hard. She was like,
Yeah.
he
So
was like, this cloning stuff, low key painful. Kill me.
yeah, I think a lot of it, in truth, comes from Legends, and
Mhm.
stick with me for a second. So, with Legends, there's so much more about Palpatine that we never receive a part of canon, where Palpatine comes back like multiple different times and uses his Force abilities to keep himself alive. And we get it through 7, 8, and 9, but it's nowhere to the extent that we get it in like books and comic books and everything that has been made like non-canon now. I think the idea behind it is if Luke struck him down, we'd get this almost Force ghost that would possess Luke. So
Mm.
Palpatine would almost like take over his body and be able to continue his line and being in this new young body. Um, but I don't know what the true intentions behind that was. But I do
Yeah.
think a lot of it has to do with the ideas that they were coaxing up within Legends, right? Because
Mhm.
Palpatine comes back in Legends a total of like 5 or 6 times. Luke kills him another time. Han kills him once. Han and Luke's kids kill him, but a couple other times. It's wild how many times Palpatine comes back. And so for like
Yeah.
7, 8, and 9 to be like somehow Palpatine returned. For me, who read like all of the non-canon legend stuff, it's just like okay,
Right. It's like, all
he's
right.
back or whatever.
Yeah. And then
But
like the whole like I've been every voice inside your head. Like, yeah, that tracks.
yeah,
That makes a lot of sense. So for sure. Um and then Luke and Vader finally start fighting. He uses the force on his lightsaber to pull it back to him, and they start going ham.
damn.
And Palpatine's like, yes, finally some action. And Vader's still toying with him. Palpatine just sits back and lets everything happen. And he's like, he's Vader's still trying to be like, hey, like, join us, give in to the darkness. Like, run as a family, dude. Come on. Don't be a wuss.
Yeah, right. Like don't.
And then
I'm pulling up the script here because I want to get to where we are. I'm pulling up the actual full script of episode 6. So continue.
um they're fighting. That it's a beautiful fight, We've definitely upped the ante and the stakes from the last fight.
Yeah, yeah. Because what it is we've got Luke who's a lot more trained, and a lot more in control of the Force, but we also have a Luke who's not gonna kill his dad.
Right.
He's not gonna kill his father, and truly, um, there isn't a whole lot that happens. Um, that gets him to get to that point until he starts talking about, hurting his family, right? Because even,
Yeah.
Luke jumps up to a high rise and it's like, you know, uh, I've got it right here. Your thoughts betray you, Father. I feel the good in you, the conflict. And Vader says, there is no conflict. And Luke responds, you couldn't bring yourself to kill me before, and I don't believe you'll destroy me now. And then he's like, you underestimate me. Throws his lightsaber
He's like, yeah.
at him. Yeah, it's just like he literally throws the lightsaber. Luke falls, and then
I'm sorry, that was Anakin through and through. He said, "Oh, you think I won't?"
Yeah, try me. Well, it's entirely like the high ground situation. He's put
yeah,
back
he was like, "Not this again."
I'm gonna just throw it. And so Luke comes. Vader is like walking down the stairs, and Emperor is like, good, in classic Palpatine style.
Yes.
And then on the planet below, they're blowing up the insides because they beat the Imperials and got back in with the help of the Ewoks, and so they're putting the charges up and finally being able to try and destroy them. And we're back onto the Death Star, and we get these really fun back and forth moments where like a little bit of the Death Star scene, okay, and then a little bit of the space scene that's happening outside, okay, and a little bit on the inside of the Death Star, and then we're back to this to the ground of Endor, and back to the space, and back to Endor, and back to Death Star. It's a lot of bouncing around, but they do it in such a way that it's very fluid, and it doesn't feel like it's rushed. And I didn't expect that. I expected, as someone I'm not very good with time skips. I'm not really good with flashbacks. They do a very good job of boom to boom to boom to back to back to forth to back to forth to back to forth, and it feels concise. It feels right.
Yep.
But then we finally get their little scene where Luke's hiding down below because he's I don't know if he's like egging on his dad or if he's like vibe checking his dad still. But Vader's coming after.
He might even be like, damn, I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, it could be like I just tumbled. I need a breather.
Yeah, like whoa, guys, hold on.
But then Vader's just talking to him. He's just like, okay, give in. Look, if you're not gonna turn, well, maybe there's your sister.
And Luke's like, oh hell no.
Yeah, twin sister. Your feelings betray you. Obi-Wan never told me. And then, Luke goes, no! And then, and he just starts going,
if you won't turn, then perhaps she will.
Exactly. And then, boom, boom, boom. I think, so let me read this exact. Luke ignites his lightsaber and screams in anger, rushing at his father with the frenzy we've not seen before. Sparks fly as Luke and Vader fight into the cramped area. Luke's hatred forces Vader to retreat out of the low area and across the bridge, overlooking a vast elevator shaft. Each stroke of Luke's sword drives his father further towards the defeat. We've never seen Luke fight with anger, and this is the first time we ever see him fight with true anger. Right? Episode 4 or episode 5, we see him fight with his lightsaber in fear. Right? It's a lot of like survival. This is anger. He's truly angry with the thought of losing his sister to the dark side, which fair, completely understandable. And we see a point where Luke overpowers his father and cuts his hand off, and then he sees himself in his father just like he did in episode 5.
Yeah.
And that's the true callback to episode 5, is that he looks at his dad, looks at what he did, looks at his hand that he also had lost to his father, and was like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I just struck down in hate. And then he finally, he's like, and Emperor comes down, good. But Luke gives in. He throws the lightsaber away. He said, I'll never join you. I'm a Jedi. Like my father before me.
I get it. But like throwing the lightsaber away, diabolical.
But come on, look at me.
Yes.
Right, I mean, it's so good. We're given one of the most iconic quotes in all
Yes.
of Star Wars. He's like,
I
no,
use it every chance I get on Father's Day.
you failed, Your Highness. I am a
You failed,
Jedi
Your
like my
Highness.
father before me. So be it, Jedi. And then we go
Jedi.
back to the surface, and they blow up they finally blow up the shield generator, and then the outside forces are like, shield's gone. Let's get in. How does he go? I'm trying to think of the guy who sits next to Lando. It was basically just
Yup, them.
Mario. No,
Yeah,
it
he's
was
like,
how many baby?
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what did you just call me?
It's me. Yeah. So then we see the Emperor angry because he's not getting what he wants, and Palpy always gets what he wants.
Yep.
He wanted a Death Star, he gets a Death Star. He wanted another one, he's getting another one. He wants an evil son to take over his place. Not gonna
No,
happen.
can't have
What
that.
to do? Lightning. The first time we ever
Like,
see
you know
Force
what?
lightning. We never see Force lightning before, but here we are. We're
We
getting
only
Force
see
lightning.
chokes.
Yeah, we only see chokes. Never seen Force lightning before, but the Emperor uses lightning. Lightning. Let's see. I want to read what the screen says. Blinding bolts of energy, evil lightning shoot from the Emperor's hands at Luke. Even in his surprise, the young Jedi tries to use the Force to deflect them. At first, he is half successful, but after a moment, the bolts of energy are coming with such speed and power. The young Jedi shrinks before them, his knees buckling. The wounded Vader struggles to his feet and moves to stand at his master's side. Which is crazy that he actually thinks that he's able to deflect them, a move that he's never seen before, a battle tactic that he's never faced before. He actually tries to get on top of it, and unfortunately he's not successful. My camera's drooping a little bit. Sorry. I'm just seeing a lot more of us behind me than I was before. Which is not bad, but it's messing with my peripherals. But yeah, we see the Emperor fully give in to hatred, and Luke, reaching out to his father, screaming,
Daddy, hit me.
Basically,
Daddy.
yeah, Father, please help me. So yeah, Daddy,
Yes.
help me. Help me, Daddy.
Help me.
And Vader looks at his son. Vader looks at the Emperor. He looks back to his son. He looks back to the Emperor. Is like, I'm done with this. Lift you up. And as he's lifting him up, the lightning leaves the target as Luke and directs all at Vader. And unfortunately, because of Vader's systems, Vader grabs the Emperor from behind, fighting for control of the rogue figure. Despite the Dark Lord's weakened body and graveled weak arm, the Emperor struggles in his embrace. His bolt shooting hands now lifted high away from Luke. Now the white lightning arcs back to strike at Vader. He stumbles with his load as the sparks rain off his helmet and flow down over the black cape. He holds his evil master high over his head and walks to the edge of the abyss at the central core of the throne room. With one final burst of his once awesome strength, Darth Vader hurls the Emperor's body into the bottomless shaft. This
And
next line's
he's
great.
never be heard from again, ever
again. The Emperor's body spins helplessly into the void, arcing as it falls into the abyss. Finally, when the body is far down in the shaft, it explodes, creating a rush of air through the room. Vader's cape is whipped by the wind as Andy staggers and collapses toward the bottomless hole. Luke crawls to his father's side and pulls him away from the edge of the abyss to safety. Both from young Jedi and the giant warrior are too weak to move. In this moment, we understand what the title is about, right? Return of the Jedi. This entire time we think as kids, and because we're not able to think more deeply about the scenario, and we weren't given, and even as they're adults, they weren't given the full backstory of 1, 2, and 3 at this moment. But Return of the Jedi was so pushed at being Luke's return and being this new person, this new Jedi. This is the Return of the Jedi. this is Anakin's return to the light side. This is Vader turning against hatred, turning towards the light side, turning towards hope, and saving his son. Very, very, very cool situation that we find ourselves in. That it's such a deep rooted callback. And like we said, we love the full circle moment, the full end of the story, the full beautiful storytelling moment. And what's greater than to leave like not an Easter egg, but the true meaning behind the title all the way at the very end.
Right.
It's like it's like when you're reading a book and they say the name of the book on the very last page.
Right.
Corny as hell, but I love it.
Yes. One of my favorite lines is when they're trying to get off the Death Star, and Luke's like, "I have to save you," and Darth Vader says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Anakin says you already have," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" It gets me.
You already have, Luke. You were right about me. Tell your sister.
Tell your sister you were right.
You were right. Yeah.
And he didn't tell Leia nothing.
And here's the best part. So this is the official written script of episode 6. And it reads, the next line after that is, "Father, I won't leave you." It reads, "Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, Luke's father dies." So we find I'm getting wow. That's not something I've ever read before.
No.
But we're given that answer. We're given that full conclusion that no, the truth of the matter is Vader's no longer here. This is Anakin. And he just saved his son. And that's what makes, don't get me wrong, I love the original. Where we see the original body at the end of episode 6. But seeing Anakin is so much more powerful.
Yeah, as hated. Yeah, it just
being us,
brings it.
Being children who grew up with this, seeing Hayden Christensen at the end of episode 6 is so much more powerful.
Yeah, I agree. It's genuinely can't put it into words. Like, it's just the perfect ending to the start of a beautiful 50+ year franchise. I mean, what can I say?
Yeah, I mean,
what
to do that, and then they give us what they did in October.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
that's episode 6, guys.
That's it. Yep. Yay.
Our favorite movie. What's your favorite part? What is your number, as best as you can, number one part of the list?
Me?
Yeah. Episode 6.
I know,
like
I said earlier.
Our favorite movie.
I mean, like I said earlier, those first 10 minutes, we're setting up a scene where we're trying to rescue everybody's husband / boyfriend, and it's just a great way to kick off a movie. We're coming off of Empire Strikes Back, where our heroes are defeated, and we find out one of the scariest villains in the galaxy is our dad. We are broken, defeated, got no, not motivated. We're down and out, right? But we're still gonna rescue our friend. When we rescue our friend, you can see we're like, okay, like we're getting somewhere. We're kind of getting that hope back. I think in a way, the beginning brings all three of those movie titles together. So you have The Empire Striking Back. They kidnap, with the help of the bounty hunters, they kidnapped Han, right? So that's The Empire Striking Back. A New Hope is Luke coming. Oh, I'm the New Hope. I'm going to save you guys. Ha. And then Return of the Jedi is he's here. I've returned. I'm going to save my friends and go on, I think. And that's the beginning is my favorite. The beginning, the first 10 minutes, easily, hands down, is one of my favorite piece of media ever.
I think mine after today is because of this, because of our podcast here and pulling up this script and just reading that line that Vader, Anakin Skywalker, Luke's father,
Yes.
dies. That might be one of the coolest things I have ever.
Yeah.
Watching all the movies, knowing everything, I'm getting teary-eyed again. That might be one of the coolest things to include into the script because they didn't need to do that. They could have just said he dies.
Yeah.
But there's intent behind that. There's a reason
Yeah.
why they put that there. There's a reason why it is set in that way to read Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker.
Yep.
Luke's father dies. It's very cool. It is very cool.
What can I say? I love Star Wars.
Oh God, love Star Wars. When we were talking about the lightsaber stuff earlier, you said you were going to talk about something after. When we were talking about the crystal, you were going to ask something.
Oh yeah, okay. So if we're talking about burning bodies, and that's the ceremonial thing. Back in the Clone Wars, when Obi-Wan faked his death, I get that people knew, so that's why they didn't burn the body. But like, nobody who didn't know didn't question that.
So,
because if I'm Ahsoka,
well,
right?
yes, but here's the thing. So when I was talking about it, and I said they're normally done in a different way. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because
I'm blurry again.
You are blurry again. I don't know if the tradition behind the Jedi is to give them a funeral where they expire.
Okay.
Right, because Qui-Gon's was done on Naboo. Right.
Yeah.
Vader's wasn't done on he didn't expire. Oh God, what happened there?
Now everything's breaking.
No.
Hello?
Not again. We can't. Okay, there we go. We're back. I could not deal with that again.
Yeah, I don't.
I think there's got to be a reason for it. There's got to be a answer for when and how to do it, right? Because Naboo.
They are also in wartime, so like.
Right. Because we've seen other Jedi, like when. Remember when the temple hangar gets exploded?
Yeah.
And they bury the other Jedi. They do the same thing that they did for Obi-Wan. That's how they normally do the Jedi burial.
Okay.
Right? And they just incinerate them and where there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Right? So it's different. It's different because it's done on Coruscant, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the scenario. I don't know if that's the answer, is because, Qui-Gon died on Naboo. Okay, we'll do his funeral on Naboo. Vader died over Endor. Okay, we'll do his funeral. On Endor, right? Obi-Wan expired on Coruscant. Okay, we'll do his funeral on Coruscant. And I know it's fake. I don't know. I don't know if there's a deeper rooted lore situation there that explains that. I have not read it, but I'm not sure. That's a great question. It's a fantastic question.
Yeah, I just was thinking about that when we were talking about it. I was like, oh, so then why didn't they? Yeah, so I mean, it also probably, like you said, they just do it in different ways. There's probably more. I'm sure there's more than one way to bury a Jedi, especially if they have to do with like the race, the type of Jedi. So like a Namekian god.
Nemodian?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Whatever aliens in Star Wars, okay?
Yeah.
They probably have like their planets probably have different ways for them to be buried and stuff like that. So yeah. You're frozen. Hello. Oh good. He's frozen, guys. I don't know what to do. But yeah, I mean, guys, tell us your favorite parts of Revenge of the Sith. Oh, he's like frozen. This is Yeah. Oh, he just texted me. Frozen. Oh, it told him your device ran into a problem. It needs to restart. Oh, his computer completely restarted, guys. Listen, that's where we gonna go ahead and cut it because and then my camera's acting crazy again. All right, listen, guys. We're gonna go ahead and end this right here. I think the stream was just like that's enough. So I'm not gonna argue with the stream, but final. I'm gonna try to stall because he said he's gonna get it back. But yeah, I don't know why this is happening to us. Bye, great stream. Thanks, Joey. Yeah, guys, follow us. You know where to find us. You find Paul on Instagram and YouTube and Twitch and TikTok at Paul Tries Life. That is TRYS on everything. You can find me right there. Oh, my name is not on there anymore. Yikes. Yeah, it's just T-Boo. Nope, there it is. Right there. Follow me everywhere, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. His computer like completely restarted. So yeah. He looked like he wanted an Oreo. He probably did. Honestly, I can't blame him. Oreos are good. So, but yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, there he is. Hello. Oh,
Hi, friends.
hi. I was just telling him to follow us everywhere.
Yeah, I literally got. So I don't know if you can see it. I got this. My screen went black, and it said, "Your device ran into a problem and needs to restart. We're just collecting some error info, and then you can restart." I'm sorry. What?
Crazy in the middle of a stream computer is diabolical.
Well, and then my TV turned itself on, and then turned it and said new input, and then turned itself off. I think we just had an entire like full house crash.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what happened. I'm gonna have to look into it. Yeah. Jordan? Where do we follow?
So I already did your info, but if you want to say it again, you're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, you can find me everywhere right here. It's Paul Tries Life, TRYS. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. All of our here's the thing. I'm posting as many shorts as I possibly can. With the holiday, I was a little lackluster. I apologize about that. You can find all of our shorts for Tales from Beyond the Galaxy on my socials, on Jordan's socials over there.
Yep.
As well as Beyond the Galaxy Pod's socials as well. The only place you cannot find it on all three of those places is TikTok. You're going to find all of those shorts on my page. So if you're on TikTok and you want to see that stuff, go to my TikTok, Paul Tries Life, and go ahead and make sure you follow so you're up to date with all of our shorts on there. If TikTok is your major, social media platform. If it's Instagram, YouTube, you can follow any one of us or Beyond the Galaxy. Honestly, you should follow all of us. But
do it.
You can find them on Beyond the Tales from Beyond the Galaxy Pod, or I think it's just Beyond the Galaxy Pod right now.
Yes.
But Jordan, where do we find you?
Right there on everything. I'm trying to start uploading on TikTok again. I just got so busy with school and everything, but but hopefully that'll come to a rest. I do have a big test to study for to get my certification, but that will take up as much of my time as actual school took. So we're trying to get back into that. We're trying to get this rolling. I have thought of some pretty badass ideas over the weekend. So trying to get the ball rolling on those as well. And yeah, so we're here. We're back.
Yes, we are.
And we're doing all the things. I'm gonna be going to Rebel ScumCon in Dallas in August.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I did buy a ticket.
I'm very jealous about that. That's one of the cons I've always wanted to go to.
Listen, we're gonna make it work one year. If not soon, we're gonna make it work. That is my promise to you.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
But yeah, make sure you're following us on Beyond the Galaxy on YouTube and on Twitch.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, hit that bell. Do whatever you need to.
Do it.
Just make sure you keep coming back because we really enjoy doing this, and we're going to keep doing this regardless. But your support is nice, so I appreciate that.
Yes,
and maybe in the future you will see some maybe some gaming episodes.
Yeah, gaming. So,
maybe over on Twitch.
Yeah. So we're definitely getting all that going for you guys. But until then, we'll see you next week, guys. May the force be with you.
And may the force be with you.
Bye. Oh my God! Why? What?